seconds for extra credit. Your test is Friday, so you'll have until Friday to turn it in, but the sooner the better. All right, here we go. Woo! Here we go. Let's start with a linear. A linear means you don't see any squares or cubes or nothing, right? Everything is in the first degree. We're good to go. So when you solve this, tan theta is your variable. It's like your x. You just get that by itself and then solve. You ready? Here we go. To get tan by itself, first add root 3. Yeah, just add root 3 to both sides. So you can get 3 tan theta equals root 3, right? And then divide by 3. So tan theta is root 3 over 3. Now, the difference between yesterday and today is we're solving for tan, not inverse tan. So remember, in inverse tan, tan was only positive in quadrant 1. Inverse tan was only positive in quadrant 1. But regular tan is positive in quadrant 1 and 3. All students take calculus. So, here we go. Where in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3 is tan root 3 over 3? So you take your handy dandy sheet, right? Yeah, and find root 3 over 3 in quadrant 1 and 3. So where is it? Yeah, this is, oh, sorry, by the way, this means give your answers in degrees, right? So it tells you if it wants it in degrees or radians. So in quadrant 1, theta is equal to 210. Quadrant 1? Quadrant 1 is 30, yeah, and quadrant 3 is 210. That's how you find these things. You're welcome. No, that chart is so small. Right. Okay. So again, the difference was yesterday we were doing inverse tan. Today we're doing regular tan. Regular tan, there's more than one place where it's positive. Yay. Oh, well, that's easy. It's so easy. Okay. All right. Here we go. You got to reach back and use your algebra skills. In algebra, if it was a really weird equation, you had to set it equal to 0. So to set it equal to 0, you add, cosine theta to both sides, right? Problem is, this is cosine times cotangent, so you can't just add it to it. So the way you write it is it goes cosine cotangent plus cosine is equal to 0. So again, set equal to 0, right? Lovies, 3 little letters. GC. The GC is cosine. So you go cosine theta times cotangent plus 1. Oh my gosh, don't miss Craig. Right. All right. After you factor, you have 2 possibilities. Either cosine theta is the 0, or cotangent plus 1 is the 0. Yeah, right? Because when you after you factor, you set each factor equal to 0 itself, because they can just be 0, right? Yes, yes. Okay. Cosine is 0 where? 90, is that it? And 270. So we're at 90 and 270 for the first one. Okay? For the second one, we have to solve for cotangent. So cotangent is equal to -1. Where is cotangent negative? 4 and 2. So you have to look for your answers in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. Okay, look at your sheet there. 135 and 315. That's it. So theta is 135 and 315 is all your possible places that this could be true. So final answer, if you want to put it in order, is theta is 90, 135, 270, and 350. All worth are answers to that equation. Right. Right. I know, it's so great. Yeah. Questions before we go to the last one. It's upside down. It just looked like there wasn't anything there. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Yeah. You can do this. All right, you ready? This is my questions. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is my favorite. No, it's not. It's slip and slide. Ah! Okay. Or is it slide and divide? How do you want to? Do you want to say slide and slide? Slide and divide, slip and slide, whichever. Right? Here we go. OPS. Give your answers in. Yeah. No. There we go. All right. So, when you have something like this that's already set up equal to 0, joy. You have to factor this thing. So, by factor, when you have a number in the front, right, it's called slip and slide or slide and divide, whichever it is. So, slip the 3 to the back. So you have sine squared x minus sine x minus 6 equals 0, right? Factor 6 and 1 is what we're looking at. So 6 to get to negative 1. 2 and 3 is definitely 2 and 3. But to get to negative 1, plus 2 minus 3. Now, in algebra 2, it was x squared something something. So in trig, it's just sine x instead of x, right? So it'd just be sine x and sine x. Okay? Which is cool and done if you didn't slide. But if you slide, you have to divide. Exactly. So since you hid the 3 in the back, you got to bring it back out again. So divide by 3. And this becomes sine, oh, sorry about that. 3 sine x plus 2 times sine x minus 1. Okay, Sarah, equals 0. Yeah? Okay. Now that you have your 2 factors, you have to set them equal to 0. So. Yeah, hey. Here we go. 3 sine x plus 2 is equal to 0. And sine x minus 1 is equal to 0. Right? So you set both factors equal to 0, and you have to solve for all of it. All right. I'm going to do the one on the right because that's the easiest. All you have to do is add 1. Right? Hey, girl, what's your sign? It must be because you're the 1. Right? So this is sine x is equal to 1. Therefore, x has to be 90 degrees or what degree? So that's one of them. Okay. Yeah, dude. Oh, wait till the second one. That's my favorite. Now. Yeah. Hang on. We're not done. Here we go. Okay, wait for this one. Here we go. You're fine. You're fine. All right. Negative 2 over 3. So if you were to solve this, you would subtract 2, divide by 3. So hello. So you have sine x is equal to negative 2 over 3. Right? This is not in your unit circle. It's not. So to find x, you need to do the inverse sine of 2 over 3. And make sure that you are in radians. Okay? Go ahead and put your calculator on, put it in radians, and do the inverse sine of 2 over 3. Yes, kid. Is it negative 2 over 3? Sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh goodness. Sarah, calculator. Go get it! Will, calculator, go get it! Radians. Let's go. You do -2 divided by 3 equals second sign. Alright. -0.7297. Alright. No, try again. So here you go. No, because you didn't hit second sign. Got it? Yay? Okay. Alright, so here's the deal. This, my dear, is a reference angle. Okay? So, it's thought process. Let me demonstrate the thought process. After that, you can practice it. Alright, so here we go. This is a reference angle. But remember that your reference angle has to be between 0 and, so it has to be a positive, so between 0 and pi over 2. So, even if you get a negative, listen, even if you get a negative, your reference angle will be the positive of that. So it doesn't matter if this is negative, your reference angle is 0.7297. Here's why you need a reference angle. We're doing the inverse of sine. I'm sorry, sine x is negative, right? So if sine is negative, what quadrants are my answers in? 4 and 3. So I have to find my answers in quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So here's how you use the reference angle. All right? Draw yourself a big map like this. Yeah? And there's a reference angle in quadrant 3. So here's the quadrant 3 one. All right? If this is your reference angle right here, then the angle in quadrant 3 will go all the way around. So in quadrant 3, it's your reference angle plus what? 180, which is pi in radians. So you take your reference angle plus pi, which is 0.7297 plus 3.14 is pi. Just use 3.14 for pi. Does that make sense? So if the answer is equal 3, in quadrant 3, you have to go all the way around to pi plus the reference angle. Bless you. So what's the first answer? Yeah, it'd be like 3.87? 8697? So like 3.87? Yeah? So that's close enough, 3.87? Okay? Okay. Now, using the same math, if your angle was in quadrant 4, that means this is your reference angle. So to find the angle, you would go up to that and take away your reference angle. In other words, in quadrant 4, you take the whole circle, which is 2 pi. So you take 2 pi minus the reference angle. 2 pi, 3.14 times 2 is 6.28 minus 0.7297. Point. Yeah, about 5.55. Okay, so you have 3 answers. Let me just bring this back, right? Set notation. The first answer was pi over 2. The second answer was 3.87, and the third answer was 5.55. That is Yes. I mean, if you just circle all your answers, it's fine, and they don't have to be in order now. Yay? Yes, because you're building your problem-solving skills. It doesn't matter what you're working on. The top thing is that you're working on something. Yeah. Hang on, I know. I got you. Alright. Before I move on, yes, any questions? Okay. Here's what I need you to do then. If you're done with the assignment, start the homework so before you leave, I can get your questions out. Do not pack up until 5 minutes before the bell. No packing up. Here we go. Planner ready. I'll be right there.
I know I should have went. I had time.